Hey Taurus, this is to the point. I'm gonna go ahead and do y'all spread for y'all real quick. First of all, I want to say thank you so much because you showed me so much love on the last video that I dropped. And usually I like to do the sign that shows me the most love on the videos that I dropped. But there was a couple signs that came up in my energy first before I got to you guys, and I wanted to go ahead and do those so that I wouldn't put their energy on you. So first card that I pulled was the Magician here. Now, the Magician is just saying that you uh, are manifesting something right now, that you have all the tools to manifest whatever that you're manifesting. This all has to do with you, though. Whatever you truly want and your true desires are what you're focused on, and that's what you want to manifest, and that you're going to manifest right now. But with the Magician, you can manifest good things in your life or bad things in your life. It just depends on what you focus on and how you're focusing on it. What I mean by that is that, you know, if you want to manifest something in your life right now, you can't speak negatively about it. You can't think negatively about it. You got to be only on positive stuff about it. And the people that you surround yourself with, and with the places you go, all of this stuff goes into play with your manifestation. So it's not really good to be around negative influences right now, or be a part of any kind of negative drama right now. I think you understand that, and you're manifesting going forward. I usually don't do reversals, but I'm doing them today. The Seven of Cups came up reversed. That's a choice. But in this choice, it's like for some of you, it's like for a period of time, you felt like you didn't have your choices, or you didn't have options or decisions, or that they were blocked off, or possibly the options and decisions that were presenting themselves to you weren't anything that you want to choose from, or anything that you would hope would be a part of your existence right now. Next, after that, you had uh, the Six of Cups in reverse. So this could be somebody coming into your life, one of these options. It's like, okay, so you may have felt like that you had options. You didn't have any options. And the way these cards kind of came out and played together, I want to look at this as a love reading. Like, I want to say that maybe out of nowhere, because you feel like all your options were closed off, or that you didn't have the options that you desired, out of nowhere somebody from the past comes in, a past situation that you was dealing with comes in, where you feel like it's the answer to your prayers, and that the obstacles that you had are moved out of the way now because of this person or this new thing. It's a return of something. It could be the return of a job. And I think this is all in your mind right now, according to what you want to pursue. This may not even be coming into your life, but except for in your mind. And you feel like that you have this option and that you can go with it. Like, you may have moved away from a person or a situation in a recent past, but then giving it some thought after that, you decided that maybe you should give this past situation, person, place, or thing another shot or another try. This card came in reverse, so this card was upright. This card came in reverse, so this is the Eight of Swords. And when the Eight of Swords is upright, it talks about you feeling like you're being stuck in a situation. You feel like you can't get out of a situation, or you can't see your way through a situation, or whatever. Usually that's just in your mind, though, because clearly she has swords on both sides of her, and I'm going to turn it upright so you guys can see it clearly. She has swords on both sides of her, and she's bound and blindfolded. But if she was just to back up a little bit, there's no swords behind her. So this is a self-imposed prison. These thoughts that you had, that you couldn't move forward, or that you didn't have options and stuff like this, was in your mind. You feel like you was held back, or that it was people holding you back, or people standing in your way from something that you wanted to do. But it was all in your mind, because you can do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. The choice and decision is yours. You also had the Wheel of Fortune, and it came in reverse. So the Wheel of Fortune was talking about, The wheel can roll either way. You can make positive things happen or you can make negative things happen. I think it really greatly ties into the first card, which is the Magician. This situation that's in the middle right here about it looks like Taurus, you're really thinking about going back to something, whether it's a job, um, a relationship, maybe it's a place that you've recently moved from and now you're having second thoughts and you're kind of thinking about going back. But you're thinking about going back to something, and I want to be nosy and get into your business. So I'm gonna pull a few more cards to see where you're going in this direction right now. And I was gonna do it off camera, but I think it's gonna make it very spicy if I go ahead and do it on camera. You going back and forth, it looks like, with these cards, and I want to call it a lover spread. You going back right now, back and forth, and you trying to figure out, should I go back to this person or should I keep on moving forward? Should I go back to this place that I moved from, or should I keep on going forward? Should I go back to this job that I recently left, or should I keep on going forward? And I remember when I pulled y'all spread last month, how y'all had a big decision to make, and from my point of view, I thought that you should wait and really, really, really do your homework about this situation, this person, place, or thing before you move forward into it, because it looked like you had just made a quick decision on something without really thinking, and that you needed to rethink it and make sure you had your ducks in a row. Make sure you was thinking about it. Make sure your perspective was right on this before you move forward into this situation, so it wouldn't be a disaster and you'd have regrets. So it's a possibility that you moved on anyway to whatever job, whatever person, whatever place, and you jumped into it, and now you having second thoughts about going back to a former situation that you was at that felt more comfortable and felt more right for you at this time. Let me shuffle these cards and see what pops out, because I want to get in your business. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the first card to jump out and see what's going on here. See if I can get any more information. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Y'all want to talk to somebody, Taurus. Y'all want to get something off y'all chest, but you're scared to do it, Taurus. Go ahead and do it and get it over with. YOLO, you only live one of these. So go ahead and take a chance. Taurus, I know y'all don't like to take chances, though. Y'all like to be safe, and I totally get it. I ain't nothing wrong with it. But when it comes to a heart matter, sometimes you gotta get those things off your chest, because you only get one life. You don't get no redos. And after you let something play out for so long, it's stagnant anyway. You know what I'm saying? You could have had a chance to go back, but don't burn it up if that's what you're trying to do. It looks like you can go back and retrace your steps if it's a recent situation that you went through, to where you made a swift decision on something and it may have not turned out to be the way you wanted to turn out to be. These two cards came out. You got the Hermit and you got the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Hermit, you definitely thinking about this, going back to whatever situation that you left from or whatever. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you the energies that I see. But I'm trying to give you some advice here. Then you got the Three of Cups and it came out in reverse for me. Possibly it had to do with a party. Maybe you're making a decision between two people right now, Taurus. Oh, when them sounds go off in my phone, I'll be feeling like I'm totally on point. I don't get alerts like that. So when I start doing readings, it's like stuff, when I hit stuff on the nail, I get some kind of alert, no matter what. So I feel like it's a situation of love, possibly. Strong possibility for love. There could be a Virgo in this with the Hermit. The Hermit is the card of the Virgo. So Taurus, you might be dealing with a Virgo, and there might be what's on your head as far as returning to a Virgo right now. I'm just saying, the Hermit is the Virgo card. Y'all watch me shuffle and pull, so you know it ain't no BS. Then it's the Three of Cups in reverse. So it's a possibility that you're gonna make a decision to go back to this Virgo and keep it. You might have been juggling this Virgo with somebody else. Let me look in these cards and see if we have. And I don't know if the Magician is a major arcana for somebody. Give me a chance to look real quick, Virgo. Because magician could be a person. I can't remember. I'm looking in this book right now, so, so it can tell me which signs mean what, because I get off sometimes. But it's a strong possibility that you could have had your mind torn, your heart torn, your drawers or panties torn, or put in a bunch over this relationship. You done ran off with somebody else, or you done ran off to some other job, or you done ran off to some other state, and now you having second chances on going back. But this is looking like a love reading, y'all. Give me a second here. I'm trying to look up and see if this is the magician. Is it somebody? Is the magician somebody? No. I don't really remember what sign. So anyway, it's a Virgo influence in her. You could have been thinking about the Virgo. Going back to somebody, I can't tell you what to do. This in my this is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse. You going back to this Virgo, Taurus? 3 was a party. You was talking to somebody. You either left them or the Virgo, but what you returning back to the Virgo, it looks like, because it came up. That's how it's looking. Also, okay, so after the Wheel of Fortune, you decided to, whatever person that this was, before you decided to move and do your own thing, you really had a connection with this person. And you thought you could just throw it all up into the wind, but then when you get over there with Sally, you're looking at Sally like, you are not Joanne. Like, I really love Joanne. I like you too, Sally, but you was a spinoff, and I thought I could move forward with you, but I like Joanne better. After all, Joanne just might be ready with open arms, because it don't look like it's warning you not to make the decision that's in your heart right now. But with the magician, it will definitely be your decision to make. Then the Wheel of Fortune reversal. I think then the Hermit comes up. So the Wheel of Fortune, you got to thinking while you got over there with Sally. She ain't Joanne. And you was thinking about this situation. You've been heavy thought ever since you made this move. And I think you're gonna make a decision to go back to where you was at in the first place. Because with the 3 of Cups here, when it's upright, I always say 3 is a party. They having fun, they got all their cups raised, but 3 is company. So it always make me feel like it's somebody else in the picture besides who you was really dealing with. Like you was kind of having your cake and eating it too with the three of Cups. With it reversed, it's like you've changed your mind to be faithful to somebody. And since the Hermit card came before that, it's the card of contemplation. It's the card of getting your stuff together, sitting by yourself, thinking, meditating, taking your long walks to think right after the Wheel of Fortune. And you got the 3 of Cups reversed, so you choosing somebody. And it look like it's going to be, the only influence I see really in her is Virgo for now. The only card that definitely stands out is somebody. But it could be any sign. Let me see if I can get back. It's self-explanatory, and I don't think I need to. You at a crossroads. I can't tell you what to do. I'm trying to figure out. Follow your heart. I'm not gonna even go no further. I'm not gonna pull no more cards because I can't get no further in your business than I already am. All I can say right now, Taurus, is go with your heart. But like I was telling y'all last month, making an informed decision. I think this is coming up right now because you went ahead and jumped in it anyway. You feel like you had enough information on whatever road you decided to choose, and you went ahead and jumped into it to decide, because that's what your card said really last month. If I really want to get nitty gritty with this, your card said that you was gonna make a situation that you regretted after the long run. Like you was gonna hurry up and make a speedy, hasty decision, and then you wasn't gonna be happy with what you chose. And then so when I pulled these cards this month, it looked like you manifesting something, or you manifested it. It wasn't everything that you thought it was gonna be. This is a past card in the upright. Let me turn it over for y'all. Because in the upright, I turned it back to reversal the way it came out. But in the upright, it's always saying somebody from the past came in and that you re-sparked the love for this person.